Good evening, sports fans. My name is Bright, and welcome back to Blood Bowl 2, the Blight Zealot series. Now, we're starting off with a slightly different beginning, simply because I wanted to show off the actual Chapel of Blight a bit. As you can see, we've upgraded it to level 2, which we've seen in the past, but very recently I spent the money to give it an enhancement. Namely, it now has beer stands in it. Beer stands, of course, being effectively, there are now the crowd will now be able to enjoy their alcoholic beverages like anyone else, which will also add a +1 to injury rolls on anyone who gets pushed off the pitch because they are rowdy buggers. I will admit, I did consider various other options, but I decided to go with beer stands simply because a fair number of our enemies do end up getting booted off the field. But anyway, now that that little upgrade's out of the way, let us go face the Creeperz, the Silver Division team that got booted down to Bronze.
Is everybody ready? The match is about to start.
Yep. Huh. And surprisingly, they didn't actually they couldn't actually afford a halfling chef.
Ready! Steady! Bowl!
Alright. Let us see where... Let's see how this
Good
goes.
day, sports fans.
The ref is asking for autographs from the team as they take to the field. I suspect he may have been bored. I'm thirsty. Are you, Bob?
Sure am, Jim. The Bloodweiser babes are out. Which reminds me, just how refreshing Bloodweiser and new Bloodweiser advice. All the taste of Bloodweiser without the toxic aftertaste of death.
Any relation to our previous thoughts and rumored sponsorship deals are purely coincidental. Got any thoughts on the upcoming game, Bob?
No, Jim. I never have thoughts. But I'll tell you one thing. One team's got a better rating, so they may score first, but you can never tell.
What's important is not the goblin, it's what he's hiding behind his back. Even a weak and cowardly midget can hurt you if he hits you with a 400-pound cannonball.
Alright. Well, this is going to be interesting. Because they've got 2 fanatics. Though only one of... Wait. Where's the other one? Oh, they've got one off the pitch. Well, that's not the greatest thing ever. Because for those of you who follow our Temple Guards series, the fanatics are a dangerous son of a bitch.
Stupid to trip up like that. Bad for your head, bad for your pride.
There goes the ball. Lobbed in by the fans. The whole dynamic of the game is about to change.
But yes, what was I about to say? Oh yes, the fanatic is very dangerous in the fact that they somewhat randomly pick a direction to travel in. and their plus 7 strength does not do us any favors. Though if we can actually successfully take the bugger down, then we will be able to... He will just go immediately. Just no ifs, ands, or buts. He will just be knocked out. Alright, we might as well go here just for the sake of it. We also have their chainsaw man, the loony, right there. Which we do have to watch out for. For much the same reason as... anything else. Okay. There's no point trying to block their fanatic right yet, when we can just go around him. Because this little bastard can hurt. And he can hurt a lot.
If the player remains very quiet, he may not be noticed.
As we just witnessed there. Thankfully, we don't have to. They haven't thrown their chainsaw man at us either.
Whenever I jumped up, parts of the stadium.
Hang on, did you see that? And it didn't come off.
Alright. Well, the rod is not dead, which is probably the best we could hope for. You know, under the circumstances. Okay. Seems like a good play.
This could be fun, especially if the ball holds. Oh, look at this! Take down the ball carrier before he can move it up the field. Blood Bowl 101.
Hey, if it works, it works. So, this is a rare case where you want people, you want your people to be standing up when near a fanatic. Since the fanatic is somewhat unique in that they will actually attack people who are on the ground. And I would very much rather that not be the case. And we've got a reroll. Let's see if we can... That actually paid off.
What a shame. Big guy. Now.
I am just as surprised as anyone else here that that worked. 'Cause good God, that really shouldn't have. But on the plus side, that's at least one of their fanatics we no longer have to worry about. The fact that they've got another is concerning, but he's not as good as him, since that one's actually their highest star player. Uh-oh, here comes their loon.
What's happening down there? Night, night.
Yeah, the loon doesn't block.
Really? Don't let them. They're massive and can take
per se. Balloon isn't so much a blocker as he is. He will just straight up just try and bypass your armor to cause injuries. And he gets a bonus for it too. However, that does also work against him, since you do get a bonus when you attack him. He gets a -3 to his armor. So let's see if we can knock him off as well. Sadly, no. Though we were close.
Jeremiah always said, superior skills prevail.
Alright, Cyclone's back up, which is good. Just move you up here.
A loose ball is a dangerous ball. The player needs to secure it and fast.
Oh, what? Yeah, I'll take that one because I completely forgot that troll was there. That was a misplay on my part. And I have no one to really blame for that but myself.
That player's bouncing up faster than an inflated squig.
The bigger they are,
The harder they punch.
it reminds me of the famous story.
There goes.
More pain for that team. Their pain is our gain. Oh, wait! Something's happening. These players are so
He
fragile.
lost a
You just have to
strength
touch
point.
them and they come to bits.
Ouch. That's... Honestly, we might end up firing him for that.
On the floor again. This team must like worms or something.
Well, that was interesting. He just blew himself up and everyone around him. Well, partly interesting, it's also kind of frustrating, but... Let us not follow into punching range patrol. If we can help it. Alright, he doesn't have anyone
This player should
next
be
to him.
brain transplant.
Whoopsie. Wait a second, we can get you out of here to more or less to not only give Cyclone some company, but also to get away from the very big, very angry troll.
I don't see how he'll be able to stop it.
See if we can pick it up.
Failure that could cost his team dear.
Let's give it a shot. Free roll. And he got it. Could this be it? Could this finally be the time where Conrad gains his block to go with his dodge? One can only hope.
unbreakable. Greased balls would struggle to dodge through that defensive line.
And Conrad manages to resist a chainsaw to the face. Let's see if it works the other way around, though.
There for the ball carrier.
Well, he's off. He's off the field. So, yay.
That looks painful.
And there we go. That hurt the little bugger. I will admit I am kind of going out of my way to actually try and injure some of the goblins because, well, why wouldn't I?
The carrier himself blocks. That's really risky.
Let's free up some room for Conrad.
Good move.
We've got a reroll. Let's do this.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a touchdown.
A touchdown and a level up.
With a last-minute lunge that could have ended in disaster. And it's gone. The match is launched for real.
Very nicely done. Let's see. Those two will be going off the field as well as their bombardier, who didn't really do much apart from blow himself up. But still, at least he's no longer a threat.
Knocked out players return to the action.
Ah, yes, they've got a...
Despite being in the lead, this team now has to kick the ball to the losing squad.
Ah, yes, they've had and used their bribe in order to keep...
Finally noticed the team's secret weapon.
In order to keep their loony on the field.
Good job. Now go watch the end of the match from the bench.
Alright, that's a good defensive lineup. We're in a position to deal with their fanatic while also not risking anyone too important. I mean, apart from Cyclone, but now there's not a whole lot we could really do about him. So who are they sending? Alright. I'm just thinking of how we can deal with this as quickly and efficiently as possible. Because the only real major threats on this team are the Fanatic, the Trolls, and that Loony. Because if we can take him out, and take these two out, then they no longer have any secret weapons we need to worry about. Then it would just be the Trolls that are the only thing that can hold them together.
That one's got fists bigger than ham joints.
Though thankfully, our team is one of the few that can actually deal with Trolls. It's uniquely suited to handle this sort of thing. Alright. Can we get an advantage here?
Safety in numbers.
Let's risk it, why not?
The disadvantage is obvious. I wouldn't have tried that.
I wasn't expecting that, and by the looks of things, neither were they.
Well, if nothing else, we've at least given us a fighting chance not to be wrecked by the Fanatic. Because here's the fun thing about the Fanatic, is when they're doing their move thing, they pick one of 3 spots at more or less random. And they can do friendly fire. Because if he moves down, there's a chance he'll actually smack into his own troll. Admittingly, it has sadly paid off for him.
I'm sure a perfectly good punt would serve us just as well.
Yeah, the Fanatic's an interesting one, simply because... if only because of the fact that he's one of the few secret weapons that can actually...
carrying that scar around for the rest of their short.
Alright, let's see if... he does not regenerate, sadly, so Conrad will be missing the next match. Because here's the thing, the Looney doesn't actually gain experience from attacking people. Since technically what he does is not a block.
Sometimes the underdog wins. Not this time.
Admittingly, this Fanatic is being a pain in the ass. And I would like to get rid of it as soon as possible.
Fair fight can be so overrated. There's always room in sport for a scrap like this.
That's it. Force them back and then pow!
Just keep their troll marked. Move into position to to put pressure on their bull carrier.
Now there's pressure on them.
And mark their pogoer as well. Screw it, let's take this gamble.
Crazy!
That works out nicely. Potentially, and we didn't even lose the roster in the process. Which is great! That was honestly the best we could have hoped for under the circumstance. Because at least now we don't have a +7, we don't have a 7 strength maniac with a ball and chain running around everywhere. But for those curious about where the Fanatic actually fits in with Goblin Society,
And away.
what happens with them is they're actually somewhat unique, since goblins are by their nature well, cowardly creatures. The idea of them going into combat isn't something they're big fans of. However, with the Fanatic, what they end up doing is effectively one of their shamans will pick a random goblin and pump them so full of combat drugs as to be ridiculous, to basically make them resist their naturally cowardly tendencies in order to more or less just become a weapon of mass destruction that doesn't give a damn about their own survival.
I know. That weedy fella's gonna get splatted. Oh, I'm excited, Jim. All this focus on the ball is against the spirit of the game. Give me more random violence.
Because I'll admit, this is more of a tabletop thing, the actual tabletop of Warhammer Fantasy, the old one. The rule of the Fanatic was you could effectively have them in any squad of goblins. You could hide them in any squad of goblins and reveal them as required. Which meant that the enemy seriously did not see them coming. It more or less gave you the chance to really fuck up something important that the enemy had. Because nothing like having a Fanatic hidden amongst a squad of archers when a group of expensive Bretonian knights charge at them. Well, sadly, we're gonna have to replace Ben Davey.
In their dreams, at least, they're winning this match.
We're sadly gonna have to get rid of Ben because
and collected.
that -1 strength is
back
just...
to the winning team again.
I hope that ref is handy with an axe or two. He's gonna need to be at full time.
Oh, please, referee, stop it! Stop it, please!
Oh wait, we're attacking. Okay. Actually, we'll move you over here just to provide support and consistency. We're gonna have to get more cheerleaders at some point. Because the fact that we're currently being out-cheered by goblins is... There's something just wrong about that. And Cyclone plays with another friend. Wonderful. Okay, first things first, let's see if we can get the damn ball.
Ugh, makes the blood boil.
We can. Awesome. Let's see if we can remove one of their goblins from the field. 'Tis a knockout. But he's off the field, so one less goblin to worry about.
Well, at least they're not dead.
2 goblins off the field. And he's gonna be missing the next game. And we got a level up. Nice. Just basically sacrificing this Amazonian rotter in order to try and prevent their trolls from going wherever they please. But yeah, this feels good. It feels good to have a team where you can just beat the absolute crap out of them. Especially later, now that we've gone a bit later on, where a bunch of our people actually have tackle and can deal with... and can actually deal with
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout?
dodge. Yeah, I don't like Fat Twitch's odds, honestly.
Because two big guys is always better than one.
Nope.
Sometimes the underdog wins. Not this time.
Though he's not injured. Good for him.
Two big goons that get together and fall on you. It can really hurt.
It reminds me of the famous story of Nurgling and the Great Unclean One. But this time, no miracles.
Yes, for those of you who are curious, I am taking some advice and actually taking advantage of the fact that our rotters are cheap and somewhat expendable. Send Mr. Troves forward. And Cassandro shall follow.
This player likes to be well assisted in a fight. Are they dancing or fighting? I've seen mushrooms that look scary.
I'm not gonna lie, Sloth Guff here has just become one of my favorite trolls of all time. Simply because he's the fact that he's on his own and keeps failing his role
Sometimes the
Wait, what?
means that the enemy's just wasting rerolls on him.
Possibly off his mortal coil.
Which is honestly just great. Let's see if we can knock Stonefart down. Surprisingly, no. Oh well. And there goes their pogoing little bugger.
Player to lead his team.
The closest.
Well done.
Actually, with the fact that he had... How many points did you actually... Huh, you actually gained 2 additional movement allowances. So he would actually be a remarkably good ball thrower. Honestly. Well, not thrower, ball runner. Finally, the troll goes down.
This time it worked.
Let's see if we can keep him down.
Rest up looking. He's not looking. Get in there.
He's injured. He is injured, people. We smashed his hip. He is... Wait. Oh, he's... They rolled an apothecary. No casualty.
That's a piece of work.
I'd admire him if he wasn't wearing
wearing the zebra stripes.
Somewhat annoying, but that he'll be back, but the fact that he's down at all is honestly a good thing.
That's a solid tactic. If you kill the fool carrying the ball, then you stop him from scoring.
Though not gonna lie, having him lose a point of movement would have really been something.
Did this guy leave his brain in the dugout again?
Let's see if we can kill anyone else. Hang on, first things first, we might just move some people up here just to make this block as big and nasty as possible.
That's it. Throw the ball in their face. That range, they'll go down as if you were flinging a brick into their jaw.
Disappointing, but oh well.
Down touch! That's it! Down touch, everybody! So, touchdown! Wide. A bit wide.
Here's the touchdown, which could protect them from a comeback. This might be the end.
Indeed. Admittingly, the number of injuries is only as high as it is because of, you know, their secret weapons being removed from the field, but
Time to rise and shine for some of those sleepyheads.
With one team having a 3-player advantage, I can't see how the smaller squad will win.
Important thing, you gotta keep possession of the ball, not lose it. A strike back would be terrible.
I almost pity these poor fools. Because not only are they badly outnumbered and gonna be outfought, but any more injuries we can get and any more goals we can get is just gonna make our team stronger in the long run.
Apparently it's more difficult than it seems. The player's fist is approximately the same size as his entire opponent.
You could... that's disappointing. You couldn't go another turn without...
This player should be brain transplanted.
Yeah, the advantage of... one of the advantages of having... of removing as many of the goblins from the field as possible is the very real fact that, well, without the goblins to provide something akin to... without the goblins to provide a direction for the trolls, they just sort of stand there like idiots most of the time. Now just move up some people just so that we can continue to put some pressure on their trolls. We're going to be hitting them fairly hard in the near future.
That player's bouncing up faster than an inflated squig.
But yes, the thing about the secret of goblin teams is you kind of need the secret weapons to do some damage.
Hold it. That's gonna hurt in the morning.
You need to do a lot of damage very early on. Because if you... Because without them, if you don't, then you're in a situation like this, where if the enemy is still has a fairly solid offensive line, then you're kind of in a lot of trouble. Did they just waste a reroll on a... What? Sorry, just dealing with the reality where that actually just happened.
I've seen mushrooms that look smarter.
Well, down you go, sucker.
Occasionally, in a one between brain versus brawn, brain wins.
Send Creeperz to provide some support up there. But right now, let's see about dealing a more solid blow. See if we can get rid of you.
Should they be stomping on the player's neck with those studded boots that hard?
That's not looking. So yes.
Sadly, no, we didn't quite get another injury off there. But yes, the Pogoer is effectively the Goblin team's ball runner. So for him to have gained 2 additional points of movement
Did
is
this guy leave his brain?
makes him ridiculously good at that job, honestly.
I've seen mushrooms that look smarter.
Alright, first things first, let's see if we can...
He's going to make it suffer.
Yeah, that's going to be a turnover, because that was doubles. Oh well.
The ref has gone power mad.
Honestly, trading a rotter to remove one of the trolls from the field, small price to pay, honestly. Because that does free up a fair few of our heavy hitters to go and say hello to our goblin-y friends. Yeah, the fact that they cannot actually reach the end zone in the next 2 turns. I mean, it might have been possible if they'd actually employed their if they actually employed their Pogoer properly, but
And maybe we will
they
see him on the
didn't.
pitch later.
Let's see. Can we get the ball off of you?
Nothing's balls, Jim.
Yes,
They're
we
going for
can.
the ball. If they can dislodge the ball, they're in with a chance of turning this match on its head.
Oh well. Worth a shot.
resist their action.
I almost wish we had another turn in order to take advantage of that, but... Oh. Because my plan was to pick it up, throw it to Lord Sirius, and see if we could actually run it to the end zone. I had serious doubts we would have been able to, but... it was worth a try.
So many touchdowns, Jim. I've lost count. I mean, I can only count to 3 anyway. That was a lot, right?
Oh, god damn it, I hate when it does that glitch. It prevents us from actually... choosing how much money we made. So let's see, how much did... we did get it. I think we got a sizable amount anyway, so... it's not too bad. Alright, let's see what we got for Master Trevor. Let's see. I'm gonna give him claws. I'm gonna give Master Trevor some claws, so that he has a more chance of doing some serious damage. Just to show off for people at home. Yep, you can see him. Because of the way he's holding his arms, they don't really stand out, sadly, but you can see him. And now, finally, Mr. Conrad can finally achieves the dream of Blodge. Block and tackle together. Dangerous combination.
Got any advice for the budding coach then, Bob?
Yeah, always wear underpants, because you never know who might be looking. Some of these cameras work both ways. Nice shirt, by the way.
And Ben has been fired. He will... wait, hang on. He will be replaced with... he is Ben Davey the replacement, simply because... well... as much as it sucks to admit it, the loss of strength would have... he was doomed anyway. There's honestly very little we could have done to have brought him back from that. But yes, just to check out our leaderboard. We are currently second. Short of the Nordic Pillagers, who currently have 3 straight wins while we only have 2 and a draw. However, we are going to be fixing that next time. Oh, those poor unfortunate bastards. But anyway, until then, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you.